All right, and now we're going to turn it over to Loretta Censo-Tiber. She is a store director with us as well, and I love Loretta's beautiful Italian kitchen. So let's share with Loretta.
All right, well, tonight I want to show off some of our premium products, and first is our Power Chef premium system. All right, so it comes with the Power Chef. You saw Amy use it, but it also comes with a chop and prep. But it comes with one engine because it's the same for both. And talk to your consultant because right now there's a special deal on the premium Power Chef system, okay? The other thing I'm going to use is a premium item that you are going to have in your home. And you're thinking, what is that? This is a grill for your microwave, all right? It is a grill for your microwave. So anyway, so the grill actually grills. It acts like a grill, but it uses the speed of the microwave. And it's metal, so it's not going to use microwaves to cook your food. It's actually going to grill it. So I've had this in the microwave to preheat it because what I'm going to do is I'm making a guac with a hot twist. All right, I'm making guacamole with a hot twist. So you're thinking like, why do I need a grill to make guacamole? Because we're going to do something fun. All right, so I've taken and I preheated my grill because I want to char some of these delicious veggies here. What I have is jalapeno. I did half with seeds. You could do no seeds. I already cut it up and ready to go. And so it depends how hot you want your guacamole. I have a shallot here. The recipe says scallions, but I couldn't find scallions earlier. They're kind of the same. They're just a milder onion or a milder garlic flavor. So you can go ahead and substitute that. And then I'm going to put 2 garlic cloves in there, but they're not peeled, all right? And then I'm just going to swirl them around in our impression bowl here. Our impression line comes in these beautiful colors. Actually, these might not be the right colors. I'm using avocado oil. It can withstand a really higher temperature since we're going to be using the grill. And the grill's going to get super hot, okay? And I'm just going to toss them down inside of there so they're nice and coated with that oil because I want to char these veggies, all right? So I'm going to try to place them nicely on my grill. You can already hear the sizzle because I've preheated my grill. Okay, and I'll tell you how the grill works in a second. So I'm going to give this about 2 minutes in the microwave on high, okay? And the way the grill works is the microwaves will bounce off the metal because they don't like metal. They bounce off, and they're like, where are they going to go? Well, Tupperware designed this to have these special plates, and the plates are on the top and the bottom, and they will attract the microwaves, all right? And they will heat up to almost 500 degrees in about a minute or so, okay? So that's why I wanted to preheat it so it's already nice and hot to actually char my vegetables, all right? If you're grilling chicken, grilling hamburgers. So earlier today for dinner, I made blackened chicken, all right? So I didn't have to get a frying pan out and I didn't have to sear it on both sides and then bake it in my oven. I just did it right inside of my micro grill. Now you can also use it in casserole position. So that's, so if you're doing more like, I've done egg souffles in here. I've done, what do I do? Oh, I grill veggies in here all the time. I love doing like asparagus or broccoli, olive oil. I've done potatoes down inside of here. And then after I'm done with my veggies, I'll take that out and I'll make salmon or any kind of fish, all right? 3 minutes. My salmon takes 3 minutes in here, no joke. So in 10 minutes, I can have asparagus and salmon on my table, a gourmet meal, and a lot less money than going to the restaurant, okay? So while that is charring, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up my my avocados. Okay, I was going to say guacamole. I'm going to chop up my avocados. All right, I already got them started for you. So I'm going to use the Power Chef for this. Okay, so the Power Chef comes with the blades. It also has a whisk if you're making dressing. And every time I turn, I pull on the handle here. This is worth like over 100 chops right here. All right. I'm going to toss this down inside here. So since I cut this up earlier, a little tip for you is I put the avocado in the fridge, but I kept the seed inside of the bowl, and the seed helps it from browning, okay? So if you want to keep your avocado a little bit green or your guacamole, keep the seed inside of your dish. Don't throw it away, okay? Now, when I sliced it in half, all right? And then you're left with the seed like this. Now, a couple tips. If your avocados are not ripe enough, okay, see how nicely that seed came out? I just tapped it with my chef's knife from Tupperware, twisted it, and it came right out. that means I have a nice ripe avocado, okay? Then I'm gonna take a spoon and just spoon it out. You can use 2 to 3 avocados, up to you. Now, if you have a recipe that you're making tomorrow and your avocados aren't quite ripe enough, you take them and you put them in a brown paper bag and leave them on your counter overnight and they will ripen for you, all right? Brown paper bag, they will ripen for you. Now, if your avocados are ripe enough and you don't want them to get riper, then you put them in the refrigerator, okay? So they tell you not to put it in the fridge. That's because you're gonna stop it from ripening, okay? But I do want it. I'm gonna go check my grill. That was about 2 minutes. I find that my garlic will char a lot faster than the shallot. Ooh, can you hear that sizzle? And they're starting to brown here. So I'm gonna flip them. I'm gonna take my garlic out. Let me see if it's soft enough. Yep, a little bit more, okay? I'm gonna flip my veggies around because I want both sides nice and charred. A real nice char. You know how charring will take like that skin off the pepper, okay? Now, if you have the seeds on your jalapeno, you do not want to touch them, okay? You do not want to touch them. All right, because those are gonna be hot, 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 and they're gonna burn. So I'm gonna do another 2.5 minutes so I get that nice brownie look that I want, okay? All right, so I'm gonna chop up the avocados here. A couple pulls. Now you decide, that's the beauty. I call this a Cuisinart without a plug, all right? You can call it a power chef or chopper, whatever you want. But it's my Cuisinart without a plug, okay? And around here, I seem to be losing electricity a lot. I don't know why, but I can still make my guacamole, okay? So I'm gonna do that and pull that. So that's ready to go. Now you can add a lot of different things to this, okay? I'm gonna keep it a little bit simple, and I'm going to now add a little bit of cilantro. And you just heard Amy share about the cilantro earlier, and I do the same thing, Amy. It's gonna be chopped up, so the stem, all of it is good, all right? And cilantro, now look, guys, I'm Italian. So the first time I had these recipes to make fresh salsa and guac, whatever, and it's calling for cilantro, I was very stubborn. And I'm like, well, I'm Italian. I don't do cilantro. I'm a parsley kind of girl. All right. Well, the parsley was good, but cilantro has grown on me. It's a different flavor. It really complements your Hispanic foods. All right. And so a couple pulls like that. Now I'm using the chop and prep instead of putting the cilantro in with my guacamole, I keep calling it guac, avocados, because it'll just get mushy. Okay, so if I put my herbs, my parsley, my cilantro down the side of here, it is really gonna chop them up a little finer and not get mushed in with my softer vegetables. Now, if I was starting with a harder vegetable like my onions and garlic, I would add the cilantro to it and chop it up and then add my avocado, okay? So you can see how nice and chopped up that is. So now I will add this to my avocados, all right? That downside here. And I'm using our beautiful silicone spatula. I love all the points on this because it really gets into the nooks and crannies of any bowl container that you are using, okay? Got that going on. And of course, you're going to use your fridge smarts, all right? I'm telling you, you know how you buy cilantro and parsley, and I know it's not that expensive, but by the time you go to use it again, it's all like mushy and yellow. Not when you use our Tupperware fridge smart system, okay? I'm gonna stick it out. All right, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little chipotle seasoning. I love our spice shakers from Tupperware because they won't stay in there for just fresh for 3 to 6 months. They stay fresh in here for, honestly, years, guys. They are airtight sealed containers. One side you can sprinkle and shake. The other side you can get a teaspoon in there, okay? And you can level it. And no, I'm not measuring. You just kind of do this to taste, okay? All right, so I'm going to get my veggies out of here. Now, I've been selling Tupperware for 26 years. Ooh, it's beautiful, beautiful charred look. This is I don't know if you guys, can you guys see the charred? It is absolutely gorgeous. Exact look that I was going for, okay? So I'm gonna set these aside. I'm gonna put them in my bowl so they kind of cool off a little bit. All right. And I don't know. All right. Put it down. Okay. So I'll let that cool just a little bit. So I've got my chipotle seasoning here, and I love making my own spice blends, all right? We should do a spice blend class show where we make our spices because you can save so much money, and you know what you're putting inside of those blends. A lot of times they're putting just a lot of salt and fillers in your spice blends. I know what went inside of my chipotle seasoning, okay? I'm also gonna add some lime, and just like Amy, all right, I'm gonna use my zest and press because a lot of the flavors are in the skin of your citrus fruit, okay? oranges, lemon, and yes, I can do it right into the cup holder, but I like to take one less step. So I'm just gonna zest it right into my bowl right here. Now you decide how much you want. You want to add a little extra kick to your salsas, a little extra kick to your lemon pie. You zest the skin first, and I'm telling you, just adds that little extra, okay? And again, like Amy told you, do not scrape the white because that is very bitter, 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 okay? All right, so I got that going on. And to get the most juice out of your lemons or limes, one, use the Tupperware Zest and Press. Every time I get a little lazy and I'm like, I don't feel like pulling it out of the drawer, I get seeds everywhere. I don't get all the juice out and I'm kind of bummed. But the other tip is to keep it at room temperature. So if you know you're going to be using a recipe later on in the day, take it out in the morning from your fridge, pop it on your countertop or leave it on your countertop because the warmer it is, the more juice you're going to get out. And if you forget, pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds, all right? Cut side down, and you're just going to squeeze. And I am telling you, you get so much juice out of these lemons and limes when you use our Zest and Press. You will not get so much juice if you do it by hand, all right, or one of those presses that you use by hand, okay? I can keep going. All right, now it will actually totally invert my lime, but I had it cut a little funny. I like to save those. I throw them in my compost, but a lot of times I will save them because if you have a stainless steel cookware pan and it's got all that browning on it from cooking on it, if you want to clean it, just warm it up, sprinkle a little juice on there. So I would take this rind and I would sprinkle some juice on it while the pan's just a little bit warm. And then I take this and I scrub it just like a scouring pad, okay? I'm allergic to a lot of detergents and heavy kind of stuff like that. So I like to use natural items. So this will clean your pan. It will look brand new. Trust me, okay? Kind of like deglazing it. All right. So now I'm going to take my shallot here and my peppers. And again, I'm going to use my chop and prep, okay, before I add it to the big bowl. And I want to chop these up separately, okay? And so I'm going to put these down the side of here. Now, if you would have asked me 26 years ago to sell something, I would have told you you're crazy. I don't sell things. I don't talk in front of people. That was me 26 years ago. I used to be an engineer, loved what I did, ran the department. Ooh, this looks beautiful. This is just going to add a little extra to your guacamole. Now, you could add some other things if you want to give it another little kick. You could add a little bit of tequila. A shot of tequila is good in here, guys. You want to make it a little hot. You could add some orange juice. I've done that before. Fresh squeezed oranges. What else have I added in here? Tequila, orange juice. Yeah, that's okay. You can do other stuff too. Okay. All right, so I've got that down inside of there. And now I'm going to take my garlic and I'm just going to, remember I had it in there with the peel. I didn't want to like scorch the garlic, okay? So the peel is still on there, so I'm just going to flatten it. And I'm going to take that, ooh, that beautiful, have you ever had roasted garlic? It's so delicious, all right? I'm just going to toss it down the side of there. All right, it is so, oh good. Look, there's the peel, and there's my beautiful garlic. It popped right out of there, okay? I think I got everything. I want every last drop of this, guys. This is so good. I could eat this whole bowl for dinner myself. And hey, avocados are good for you, right? Oh, good stuff here, everything. All right, give it a couple pulls. And what I was going to tell you before is you control the chop. You want a chunky salsa, a chunky guacamole, you can stop. You want a more creamy salsa or creamy guacamole, you just keep on pulling. So it's really up to you. I like it a little bit chunky, it looks a little more fun, okay? But if you want it more spreadable, now you can use this dish as a side dish. You can use this as an hors d'oeuvre. You can use it alongside soup or in your soups. You really could do a lot with this recipe, okay? And I love to serve in our beautiful, clearly elegant bowls. They truly are clearly elegant. Oh. Actually, I have people call me all the time and say, hey, when did Tupperware start serving glass? And I'm like, glass? No. Because in the catalog, you can't, it looks like glass. This is actually Tupperware. I can drop this. It has a seal. It's not going to shatter. You can serve it indoors, outdoors. The kids can use it. It looks beautiful. Okay. And so this is our large one with all my preps downside of here. I have my beautiful guacamole downside of here. And of course, you got to have your chips. All right. So all served up clearly elegant. Love our business, love our products, and have fun with your hot twist guacamole.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, Loretta, thank you for your fun demo.